Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It is time for Tackle My TBR. Okay, welcome back guys. Thank you to all of you new subscribers for continued support of my channel. I really appreciate it. So what did I read last week? We read Stolen Things by R.H. Herron. In this book, we're following Lori, who was a police detective, and she switched over to dispatcher for 911. She gets a phone call that is her daughter saying, "Help me." Come to find out, her daughter JoJo was drugged. She's at this football player's house who she had befriended earlier, and there is a dead man in the closet. JoJo could not move her body. She couldn't get up off the bed. And the story commences from there. Lori and JoJo decide to take matters into their own hands, and Lori starts to get really involved, and she starts getting threats and such. So there's a whole big ring going on here in this book. I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to give anything away. It started out a little bit slow for me, but then it really picked up, and I really ended up enjoying the story. Just especially, you know, if you're a 911 dispatcher and you get a call, emergency call, and it's your daughter, you can only imagine what Lori was going through. So really, really enjoyed this one. That's Stolen Things by R.H. Herron. The next book that I picked up was The Body Lies by Joe Baker. I read the synopsis of the book. This book, it was on my Kindle, and it was this writer who is going to tutor other students who are in the process of writing, and she becomes the character in one of the writer's books, and it's very threatening. And that's pretty much the story. I was disappointed, sorely disappointed with this. It was just, the beginning was all kind of gobbledygook, and it was just switching back and forth a lot. There was just seemed like a lot going on, and rushed. It felt like it was kind of rushed. Now, as I got further into the book, and it really started picking up, then I really started to enjoy the story. One of the oddest things about this book was the fact that the writer did not give our main character a name. And I think there was a disconnect there for me, because I feel like you get more on a personal level with your characters if you know who they are. And there was no name. I was sitting there today saying, what was her name? And I'm trying to find it in the book, and come to find out she never named her. It was only she or her. And she never had a name. And I feel like that was maybe subconsciously a problem for me. I didn't even realize it at first because of the way it is written. And I went back and I was looking through the book, and even on introductions, her name was never given. She never introduced herself back. And I just find that really odd too. So because it picked up towards the end of the story, I ended up giving it 3 stars. That could be generous. It was going to be 2. Because it was just, I don't know, just rushed and just, I don't know, I can't even find a word to describe what it was. It was just gobbledygook to me. And really did not enjoy the story till like the very end, when, you know, it got a little more apprehensive, and, you know, she was, like I said, in the book, she felt threatened by one of the students, and yeah, it just took a long time to actually get to that point. So I gave it 3 stars. It should have been less, but read at your own risk, because I don't even think it's really worth the read. There was just hardly any dialogue, and it was just narration, like almost the whole book. So there's that. And then what I picked up yesterday was 3 Dark Crowns. This is by Kendar Blake. She is the author of Anna Dressed in Blood. And this one just sounded good. We got 3 they're sisters, and they're all in line for the crown. And apparently they have to compete against one another to the death. They all have magic powers, and that's about all I know. I only got to page 10, and I was reading Catherine. Her segment of the, or the first part of the book is about Catherine, and she is one of the sisters, and she is a poisoner, is what it's called. So, anyway, I thought it sounded good. I've had this book for quite a while. It is a series. I think there's 4 books in the series. So that was what I picked up after I finished The Body Lies. I felt like I needed something other than mystery or thriller, because I, like, 4 books was thriller mystery, the whole. So I'm like, it's time to read something else. So I decided on a fantasy. So that is what I read last week. Let me know down in the comments below what you read and what you enjoyed. If you read any of these, let me know your thoughts on any of these books. But that's all I have for you today, guys. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.